So let's dive into our feature story of the day, shall we? Headline reads, Bitcoin can still hit 100,000 no matter who wins this presidential election here in the States in the next 4 days, November 5th. Today's November 1st. Happy first of the month, family. So yeah, the 2024 U.S. presidential election has raised debates about how both candidates might shape the future of crypto, particularly the king, the BTC. I ain't talking about Elvis. I ain't talking about the king of pop, Michael Jackson. May he rest in peace. We're talking about the biddy. Now, with the growing number of Bitcoin and alt hodlers in the U.S., any winner can make crypto regulation a key issue. So regardless of whether the former President Trump or Kamala becomes the commander-in-chief, Bitcoin's march towards 100 Gs, Bepe, seems inevitable, driven by underlying factors that transcend the political landscape. And there's the key. Bitcoin transcends all politics. Let me know if you agree with that. If Trump secures the presidency, many expect a Bitcoin rally. We call it the Trump pump. His bold promises, including the possibility of adding Bitcoin to the U.S. reserves and the attempt to promote the World Liberty Financial Token, even despite its failure, has raised the pro-crypto sentiment. Now, Trump's administration will likely focus on reducing regulatory barriers to crypto innovations, positioning the U.S. as a global hub for digital finance. This pro-crypto sentiment aligns with Trump's broader economic policies that prioritize reducing the governmental control over financial markets and encouraging innovation. That's right. The Bitcoin separates the money from the state. That's the beauty of the biddy. On the other hand, a Kamala victory is predicted to trigger a more neutral response from the market. She does not make direct promises about crypto, but works towards ensuring there is consumer protection and that financial crimes are prevented. AKA, she's an enemy of crypto, hence Gary Gensler, Senator Warren, all a part of the Biden administration. They're there for a reason, to basically destroy crypto to the best of their abilities, to ultimately create fear and FUD into the market because it suppresses the price. And I think that's their whole agenda at the end of the day. Correct me if I'm wrong, fam. The Harris administration will probably still keep insisting on the right balance and protection against risk. Yeah, ultimately continue to be an enemy of the biddy. Come on now. Her supporters, progressive most of all, are for clear regulations that allow the crypto market to be more transparent, hence permitting financial inclusion while reducing the risk of fraud. Notice she keeps saying fraud and manipulation. Fraud. What about all the fraud and manipulation behind the U.S. dollar? What about sending all of this money to the Ukraine for war, and we don't have any money to support our own folk in the United States after the hurricane? All the victims in the U.S., what they get? $750. Meanwhile, hundreds of millions and billions are going to the Ukraine. Money launderers. Tax avoidance. Come on now. Yet people will still wish to see crypto employed in ways that could empower underserved communities, but with the caution due to the over-speculation. Regardless of the outcome, one thing remains clear. 2025 could be the year of the most comprehensive and favorable crypto regulations. The trend towards transparent and pro-crypto regulatory frameworks cannot be denied. Well, I will say this. Bitcoin has come a long way. 5 years ago, in 2019, Trump declared Bitcoin ultimately an enemy of the US dollar and saying it was a scam. Now he's fully embraced the biddy. It's a sign of the times. Let that sink in. The primary factor that may drive the Bitcoin price up is not the election itself, but rather the current instability of the global financial system. The growing national debt, which has already surpassed 105,000 US dollars per US citizen, and the increasing federal budget have created a fragile environment for traditional assets. Bitcoin, with its decentralized and limited supply, is viewed as a hedge against the uncertainties. Investors are seeking refuge from inflationary pressures and potential financial instability, which is why they're turning to the biddy. Preach. Now, another significant driver of the Bitcoin growth is the regulatory clarity. Why do we have a guy named No Claire Gare as the chair of the SEC when all we need is regulatory clarity? That's because there is a freaking war on crypto thanks to the Biden administration. Put two and two together. Come on now. Now, while Bitcoin has largely escaped prosecution from the SEC, which classifies it as a commodity, similar to gold or oil, the overall regulatory environment for the decentralized finance of crypto at large remains uncertain. By design, war on crypto, Senator War, and Come on now. With the government focusing on creating clear industry frameworks, the anticipation of favorable laws could trigger the DeFi revolution. Transparency can not only bring more confidence to the investors, but also unlock new levels of innovation and adoption in the crypto space, pushing the Bitty price even higher. Concerns about centralization have been raised as large entities like BlackRock and MicroStrategy have acquired substantial Bitcoin holding. Now, here's something interesting. BlackRock, largest asset manager in the world, already acquired like something insanity like 400,000 Bitcoin or 500,000, wherever they're at. Now, MicroStrategy, who do you think the primary shareholder is? BlackRock. BlackRock owns a piece of virtually every major company in the S&P 500 as a primary shareholder. It's wild. Even Microsoft, second largest shareholder, BlackRock. Largest shareholder, Vanguard. You know what I mean? And they're about to vote. Shareholders are in the process of voting if Microsoft is going to adopt the Bitty. Now, big deal right here. And this is big news because Microsoft is one of the largest companies in the world. They have access to hundreds of billions of dollars of cash. If they adopt the Bitcoin, and considering BlackRock is a primary shareholder, game on. Game on. However, Bitcoin remains decentralized, mostly thanks to being driven by the miners and the beautiful Bitcoin community. I salute you. The decentralized nature of the Bitcoin infrastructure ensures no one can control the network. That is one of the reasons. It preserves the position and will always be the number one crypto. Wait, I lied. Bitcoin will remain number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How do you like those apples? And while the Bitcoin price can experience volatility if the major hodlers sells off the portion of their holdings, these events are temporary and cannot fundamentally change the Bitcoin path to, keyword, supremacy. Yeah, I like that word. Furthermore, the approval of the Bitcoin ETFs marked a pivotal movement for the world of finance, bridging the gap between traditional finance and the crypto market. Since the launch of the Bitcoin ETFs back on January 11th of this year, Bitcoin costs stable, mostly staying above the 58,000 level, which is significant given the previous volatility. The introduction of Bitcoin-based financial markets such as ETFs encourages institutional money to enter the market, like entering the dragon, like Bruce Lee in his prime. Bitcoin's inherent value enables it to thrive, another beautiful word, in both positive and negative scenarios, no matter who becomes the next U.S. president. Despite regulatory changes or economic uncertainty, Bitcoin can benefit from the instability that plagues the other markets. As favorable regulations loom and the Bitcoin role as a hedge against financial instability becomes clearer, crystal clear, its price is becoming more and more likely to rise and reach 100 G's. So send it and let's freaking go. You feel me? Welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. I'm going to read your comments out loud before we enter our after party. JV, uncensored, right? Soon here. So welcome everybody. Let's freaking go. Someone throw something at Trump's feet at the last rally. I've never seen the Secret Service move so fast that they did to kick whatever it was away. Well, what the hell did they throw at him? And what do they do if someone throws something at someone... Do they arrest them? Do anything about it? Bitcoin, first they laugh at you. Then they condemn you. Then they join you. Yeah, I remember back in 2017, when JB discovered the Bitty. Everyone laughed. JB, you're trading real money for the fake internet money? Retard. All right, maybe I'm exaggerating just a little bit. But that was the sentiment in the market. Like, we're going to trade real dollars? You kidding me? JV, I'm going to trade 1,500 real US dollars for the fake internet money? Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? Jiving and thriving.